Good morning students. Welcome to the online class of computer. Today we are going to start with our new chapter, that is chapter number 1, Microsoft Access 2001. Sorry, 2010. So our chapter name is Microsoft Access 2010. It is a software, okay? So and the version is 2010. It is a new version. So let us begin. Now in this software we are preparing database. So what is the data? First topic is what is database and database software. A database is a collection of information which is related to a particular topic like student information, sport details, library data, etc. So a database is a collection of information. Here you can see here that it can be related to any topic. If you want to prepare a student's information or a student biodata, okay, biodata we cannot see, we can see students information, all the students are there, their information, the sports details, library data, okay, how many books are there in the library. So if we are preparing this database, it is called the database, it is saved in the database software, okay. So it is called database. Give details of a list of a students, list of sports details, or a list of library, okay, any list which are there for preparing any document. So it is called a database, okay, and we will learn now how to save this database into a database software. Example, here are given a list of students list is there, okay. So it is also a type of database. Daily house expenses, okay, the daily wages, daily house expenses are there. So we have to also keep the track. Your mommy is keeping the track of this daily house expenses. So this is also a database. So now let us learn more about it, okay. A database is a collection of information which is related to a particular topic like students information, sport details, library, etc. A list of students details like name, GR number, birth date, standard, etc. prepared by your class teacher is also called a database. You have seen that many times here in a register or somewhere else your teacher is writing your name, your GR number, your birth date, okay. So these are the information which is prepared by your class teacher in your school. So it is also a database. And the the daily house expenses which your mother might be writing in a small diary is also an example of a database. A database may be on a paper or stored in a computer. The software programs that allows to store and manipulate the data is known as database management software, that is DBMS. Okay, the students, the software which we are the software in which this database are stored and are changed are called database management software, or you can give the short form as DBMS. Microsoft Access 2010 is on such database software. Access is a relational database management software, that is RDBMS. Microsoft Access allows you to create database and you can also establish relationship among them. Now here this is the software which you are going to learn, that is Microsoft Access. So this is a relational database management software, okay. So here one word is again is added, relational. Why? Because it gives the relations between the database, okay. So it allows you create or establish relationship among them, okay, in which things they are related it shows, okay. According to Access, a database is a collection of different objects like table, form, query, report, etc. Let us quickly understand this object of Microsoft Access. Now students, you have to remember, when you are using the Access, it is a collection of different objects like table is there, okay. Table, all of you know, which we have learned in the last year we have learned table form. Form is there, everybody is familiar with the form, everybody is writing, everybody is filling the form, okay. This is also a form type. Query is a question, reports are there, so reports are also generated in this software. Okay. So now let us learn more about it. Okay. Tables. A table is a basic unit of a database. It is a basic unit. You can create other objects of database only if you have created a table. A table is divided into rows and columns. The columns are known as fields of table and rows are known as record of table. So, students, you can see here a table is a basic unit, of the database. You can create this. Already we have created, I have shown you in the last year. Okay. You can create other object of database if you have created a table. A table is divided in rows and columns. Okay. A table is divided into rows and columns. So, a table is divided into rows and columns. The columns are known as fields of table and rows are known as records. So, column is known as fields and rows are known as records. Okay, students. So, you have to keep in mind table is a very important thing in which you are preparing the database. It consists of two things, rows and columns. Columns are fields and records, rows are called records. Okay. Form and query. Okay. So, now we are going to learn form and query. What is a form? A form is used to enter data in a table in a colorful and graphical way. Forms makes the data entry work more easy and interesting. Okay. All of you are familiar with this word form. Okay. We are different types of form we are filling, right? In also school also admission form is there, different forms are there, right? You have to fill. If any competitive exam is there, you also you have to fill the form. So, it is prepared by the computer and it is used to enter data in a table or a colorful and a graphical way. It is shown colorful and both graphical way. Graphics also we can use in the form. Okay. For data entry it is more easy and interesting. Okay. Next one is query. Now, this is a very important word in computer. Query is you will heard more and more in the computer as you are in the higher standard. A query is a question asked to the data stored in a table. Query is a question asked to the data stored in a table. It is a question. Okay. This is a question you are asking to the computer. Okay. Stored in a table. Okay. Any information you want in the table format, you can ask through query. Query can be used to get the desired information from different tables. While creating query, you should provide some criteria condition and it will display those records which satisfy the given criteria. Now, students, remember this here or remember all of you, in the Excel we have seen that condition format, if else condition. Okay, these are the condition which we are using in the Excel. Same in the format, you have to ask the question in that format only. You have to give the condition here, criteria where to search in the table and the query will display the data. Okay. It will give the information to you regarding that question. Okay. You have to ask the question in the condition format. Reports. A report is an output process of a database. Okay. It is an output process. Using report, you can print your data in organized and attractive way. Now, students, remember here a report is an output process. It is used to print the reports. It is organized and in that organized and attractive way you can prepare your reports. Report can be prepared from one or more tables. You need to have a printer installed on your computer in order to print your report. So, students, remember here when you are putting the report of anything, for example, if you are pulling a report from a site or you are taking the information from a website, you have to take out the reports of that. Okay. In a organized and a attractive way you can print it. Okay. You can print the tables and you can, but you will require a printer while printing. Okay. The reports. Okay. It is, you have to install the printer in your computer before you carry on the printer. Okay. So, next topic is creating Access database. Now, creating Access database. Now, we will learn how to create the database here. Okay, students. Start access by double clicking the Microsoft Access 2010 icon on the desktop, or by selecting Start button, All Programs, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Access 2010. So, students, all of you know that how we are opening the any software, right? It is same, it is there. You have to double click on the Microsoft Access 2010 icon. The icon is given here. This is the icon you can see here. You have to just double click on that icon, or you can go by the another method, that is Start button, All Programs, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Access 2010. Okay. As you open Access, you will see the backstage view asking you to open a new database or to open an existing database. Okay. Now, this is the file will open. This is the picture in your textbook. This will open when the Access will open. Okay. Here will create will option will be given, and here it will ask. Okay. It will ask you want to open a new database or you want to open an existing database, means which is already in the computer. Select the blank database option and then type a meaningful file name in the file name box and click the create button. This will open the following screen. Now, here you can see here circles are given here. This is one circle, second, third. Okay. Here you have to click to create a blank database. Okay. Blank database file is there. Then you have to write here file name in this box here, and then you have to press on create. So, when you will create the following, this will open the following screen. Okay. It will open the a blank file of the Microsoft Access. Okay. Now, here you can see here, this is a diagram which is given here. When you will open the blank document, then this file will open. Okay. All of you are familiar with quick access toolbar, contextual tab, file name, file menu. Okay. This we have learned. Okay. So, this all the things here you can see here like this will open. Okay. ID field is also there. Okay. So, keep the record as a primary key. Okay. Access required that the file database must be saved before you can use it. Okay. The default file name is database1 and you can type any suitable name of your choice. Now, here Access requires the file must be saved. Okay. It requires the file to be saved. Okay. You have to first save the file before you can use it. The default name is database1 and you can type any suitable name of your choice. You can write any name you want and save the file. Okay. But if you are saving just and you are not writing any name, it will save with the default name database1. Now, all the tables, forms, queries and reports will be saved in the database file. The extension of the Access 2010 file is .accdb, that is Access database. Now, you can see here in this file you can save tables, forms, queries and reports in the database file. And the extension, what is the extension of Access 2010 is .accdb, that is Access database. Okay. So, it is in the form of the software name only, you can see here. So, this is our lecture on Microsoft Access 2010. So, now let us summarize what we have learned. We have learned in this chapter what is a database and a database software. We have learned what is a database and a database software, and we have also learned that Microsoft Access is a relational database management software, and it is a collection of different objects like table, form, query and reports. We have learned about tables. What is tables? Tables is in the form of rows and columns, where row represent fields and the columns refer fields and rows refers to records. Form and query, we have seen what is the form and what is a query. A form is used to enter the data in a table, and a query is a question asked to the computer regarding data. Okay. Reports, we have seen a report is an output process and we can print it through the computer. We have also seen how we can create Access database and how will it look like when it will open, and what is the default file name and the extension of the Microsoft Access 2010. So, this was our lecture on Microsoft Access 2010. So, read this chapter whole again, and if you have any question you can ask me in the live class. So, that is for today now. Thank you and have a nice day.